Hey, good morning, guys. Steve here. Want to talk to y'all a little bit today. Doing some maintenance on the old OG. Get it ready for not this coming weekend, but the weekend after next. The next round of the All Harley World Shootout is at Rockingham, 8th and 9th of June. So right now I'm just doing an oil change, doing a little wellness check, and since I run oxygenated fuel in this thing, and it literally has sat here since the A1 cash days. It hasn't even been started since then. Unfortunately for me, I didn't drain the carburetor, so I'm gonna have to pull it. Those that know, those that don't. Oxygenated fuel will, I don't want to say it'll spoil like methanol, but it gets gummy and it'll leave this orangey, gooey shit in your carburetor. So the right thing to do is to you can do one of two things. You can cut the petcock off. You can run this thing until it dies, but this thing will run for a few minutes on the bowl. So cut the petcock off, take the drain off the petcock and let it out. That's the best thing to do, and I didn't do it. I was actually planning on going racing the very next weekend at I believe it was an AHDRA race that got rained out, and then we were going to go to the local track, and it didn't happen, and this and that, and the rain and rain and rain. So bottom line is my bike's set for pretty close to a month with that stuff in the carburetor. So I'm gonna have to take it apart, clean it. Not a big deal. Just take a few minutes, rinse it out with some carb cleaner, spray it out real good, put it back on, good to go. I got a little bit of a drip on the primary drain plug. I'm not sure, must need a new O-ring or something. I might have to look into that, leaving a little spot of oil in the trailer. This ain't Grandpa's Harley. These things shouldn't be leaking oil anymore. They took care of that stuff years ago. So, and I'll go over nuts and bolts and check everything real good. I've got, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I got like 15 passes on this oil, so it's about time for me to change it. Get that taken care of. Make sure we ain't got no problems there. You got this oil actually is the 2050 Harley Davidson oil. That was when I broke this engine in. Hell, it's got more passes than that on it, guys. I don't think that's probably got about 30 passes on it, as this was the oil that was in it at the end of the season. And I have not, this is the oil I broke it in with. Looks all right. Just a little dirty, a little old. So I'm gonna switch to a little bit lighter oil going forward. So the oil that I'm gonna use, now I've heard of some guys, I've talked to guys at the races that race these things, and I've heard some put 040 in them. I'm not saying that's good or bad. I don't really know, but I know that this stuff right here is what I'm going to run. This is a 1540 Rotella. It's actually blended for diesel engines, so it's pretty decent oil, but it's a little bit lighter than the 2050, and maybe you'll get a little bit more out of it. I don't know. It runs really well, even with the 50 weight in it, but back in the day I ran Kindle, which I think is rebranded as, maybe some of you guys might know, it's rebranded as Pen Grade. It was green, the original green oil. But I used to run a straight 40 weight Kindle oil, and then that kind of went away, and I think that Pen Grade deal is what brought it back, or maybe it was the original manufacturers of that oil. So that's what we're going with, this Rotella. So I've ran it quite a bit with a lot of success. Again, this thing's not doing any parade duty, just drag racing, so I know it'll work out just fine. I've ran it this same exact oil in all kinds of different race engines over the years, and I run it in my van in a diesel, so it should be fine. I just replaced the spark plugs before the last race. I think I'll go ahead and look at them too, but we do have some parts coming for the other bike, the 07, formerly known as the turbo bike. I have to come up with a new nickname for it. I don't know, piece of crap. Junker. The cam cover's on its way. I placed an order, and my heads are en route. My cylinder heads off of that bike are on their way to Hammer Performance. I'm going with the high compression 1275 with their BFH cylinder head package. That's their 120 plus horsepower package. Some of the parts I didn't have to buy from them, because when you buy that entire package from them, it comes with cams, lifters, carburetor, rocker arms, the S&S roller rocker arms. Comes with the ignition. It's everything, and it's all included. Everything is like it's $5,000-$6,000 for that deal. But that's everything. It comes with everything you need to do the conversion on your bike, with the exception of I think it even comes with an air filter, or maybe without one. I'm not sure. But that stuff's on order. My hope is that I get that thing back together for at least the last couple rounds of the All Harley World Shootout, so I can get it in Pro Comp Outlaw. Because once I get it back together, I'm going to have to obviously break in the engine. I'm going to have to do some baseline runs on it, testing to get the timing and the fuel and everything just right. Make sure it's optimized before I actually start putting spraying it. So I'm really hopeful, guys, we'll get some 5-second, 1/8 mile passes out of that thing, because that's what we need to do to win that class. Mid fives. I have to run the mid fives. So again, hopefully I can get it together August, September maybe. This depends on how long it takes for them to turn that kit around. Like I said, I had to ship them the cylinder heads. They won't arrive for $85 UPS charge me. It'll still take till June the 3rd to get there in Idaho. They're probably going to be 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks doing the work, and then another week on the way back. So I'm going to keep collecting parts in the meantime. My two brothers. Hell, let's go take a look. Like I said, my cam cover's on the way. It should be here Tuesday. The one that's specific for the 2000 to 2003. So I have the correct oiling for this fuel injected motor. I did get a used one. It's on the way. Let's have a look at this pipe. Look at that thing, guys. It's lightweight as hell, stainless steel. I did pull the baffle out of it. Don't need it. Got rid of the heat shields. Don't need them. Weight. Not a bad way to spend $1,000, huh? Woof. Very nice piece of equipment, though. Very nice. Look at the welds. Look at this thing. That's pretty nice. So, this is the cylinders that came off of the, again, the turbo bike. And you can see they really were holding up well to considering I have no idea how many turbo passes were on it, but it wasn't even starting to pepper or detonate or anything like that. So yeah. But what I bought from Hammer was the cylinder head service. Excuse me. The cylinder head service. And it's pretty extensive. You guys can go on their website and see the BFH kit, what all that entails. 600 lift cams. It'll be a solid lifter setup where you basically just use adjustable push rods, which I ordered from him, and the camshafts. And the camshafts are 2000 and later, which means I can run that pinion gear that's already on the crank. I do have that tool coming because it's a different spline than these older engines. So that grind lock tool to remove and install the pinion gear, because I'm going to put a bronze pump gear on it. But I can continue to use that pinion gear. And the cams also have the number 2s drilled and tapped, and it has the notch for the timing stuff, so that I can run the standalone dyno just like on this bike. Yeah, I don't know, I think that's it for today. I did want to mention one thing. This is Memorial Day weekend, and I know some people don't realize what that means, and they mean nothing but respect. But this weekend, this is not about you walking up to a active duty or even a retired military personnel, combat veterans. This is not the day to go up and thank them. I know they appreciate your thanks. What this weekend, tomorrow is about, is remembering those that lost their lives for our freedom. In my particular case, my father, he served in Vietnam, and he did die as a result of his service. So service-related illness is what got him. Those people that lost their lives in combat, and those that have lost their lives as a result of their service, that gave the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom, those are the ones that you want to remember tomorrow. Pay your respects, and the best way to respect them is to live this free life that they fought and died for. So Veterans Day is the day to walk up and thank, or any other day, to thank a veteran for their service. Not tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow is for remembering those that paid the ultimate price. So, with that being said, I want to say thank you to you all for watching. Thanks for your support. There'll be more videos coming on that carburetor conversion on the EFI bike. There'll be more videos coming on the budget build giveaway bike, and we probably will shoot some footage. I think we're going to try to get Walter's bike out this week to iron out some shifting problems with it. Kind of some acting like this one did, not wanting to go in third gear. So we're probably going to have to change the geometry on the air shifter a little bit to get it to work right. He has to change his rocker box gaskets are leaking, and he wants to replace his throttle with something different, something a little more responsive and crisp. I think he's got a mismatch of old parts. That thing is the earlier model Evo with the them old switch housings and all that stuff. So we're trying to put some better cables and throttle and stuff on it, so it's not so sloppy. But anyway, thanks guys, and have a good one.